Good morning, students. Today let us begin our next lesson in English grammar. Lesson 14, the verb, action, word. When we were learning the previous lessons, we know that according to the functions, the words are used in different ways. And especially we learned the parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech and we have already covered 2 of them, that is noun and pronoun. Now we have the next one comes under the parts of speech, that is verb. And generally you all know the verbs are the doing words or the action word. So let us just see what is a verb. Words that tell us what a person, animal or thing is doing are called verbs. Means those words which tells us what a person, animal or thing is doing, they are known as verbs. And this shows, we also call it as action words. So they are known as the word that the subject does, that becomes the action. So this doing verb, doing words, verbs, and this is also known as action words. Now, verb that show action. Now, verb that show action in a sentence. So they are also called as action words, and the other word is a verb. Now, let us go through a few examples. Look at the board here. We have the first thing what we have to remember here is verbs, doing words. So based on this we have the examples here. Anubhav kicked the ball. Anubhav kicked the ball. Now we ask the question, what does Anubhav do? So we will get the answer, he kicked the ball. Shilpa laughs very loudly. How does Shilpa laugh? Now what is the action that is Shilpa does or did? So here is a present tense. So what does Shilpa do here? So she laughs very loudly. Then we have a grocer sells spices. What does the grocer do? He sells spices. So all these words like kicked or laughs, sells, all these are known as doing words. And another example if you want to know, the peon rings the bell. Now what does the peon do? The peon rings the bell. So the action is done by the subject. So when we see here, if you in the book you can follow it. In the sentences given on the top, like especially kicked, stitched, laughs, jogs and sells are doing words. They are called verbs. So what we have to remember, few points here. Verb to show action, so they are called action words. And also always we have to remember that there will be no sentences without a verb. And words like is, are, am, was, were, have, has, had also are verbs. They tell us what somebody is or has. So for that we have another here, verbs to denote being. Now look at the example here. Radhika is an architect. We are not seeing what Radhika is doing, but only what we are saying, why this word is tells us that what Radhika is. And another one, our servant is honest. So here also, what the servant is doing we are not saying. No, but only we can say what type of, what his servant is. He is an honest man. So these type of words also are called verbs. So the verb that denote being means is a part of the verb. Means what somebody is or somebody has. Now those type of sentences. And we also know that like is, are, am, all these shall be or will be are very important. So these are also very different kinds of mentioning in our verbs, and these verbs often have an adjective after them. Our example is given in your book, like she is helpful. Now she is helpful. Is the verb and helpful is the adjective. And the next one, he will be happy or she will be happy. So will be is the verb and happy is the adjective. So already it is mentioned here very clearly that this type of denote belonging or denote being is also a type of verb which is very important for the part of this sentences. Now we have like the next, like we have verbs to show belonging or possession. Now some verb shows belonging or possession. Let us see what is that. Example, Anil has a car. Now the word has here is it shows what Anil possesses, what Anil has. They have a big garden. The word have here shows what type of garden they possess. Now what they possess. Now the elephant has a trunk. It shows what belongs to elephant. The trunk belongs to elephant. Now this type of sentences shows that we have to which shows that as belonging or possession. So every sentence, what we have from is every sentence must have a verb. So without verb, a sentence cannot be complete. So page 59, you have your in the middle that is highlighted. A verb used to say something about a person or thing. It says what a person or doing things does, what a person or thing is, or what a person or thing has. A person is doing, is, and a person has belongingness. So this type of sentence also shows us a verb. So since the verb is used to say something, it is also called a saying word. The verb also says something about the subject, so it is also known as the saying word. Verb is the most important part of a sentence. I told you without the verb we cannot form a complete proper sentence. And we cannot form a sentence without a verb. I told you as earlier. We cannot have, it's a very important part of the sentence. Now for example, just listen to the sentences like birds in the sky. It does not give a complete sense. So if we put it birds flying in the sky, that it becomes a sentence because flying is a verb. Another example, he prayed. We cannot understand what is the meaning of he prayed unless and until there is a verb in it. So he is verb. So here he shows the denote being, no, is. So he is brave. So we can get an answer. Who is brave? He is brave. So that becomes a complete answer. So a complete sentence as well as it gives a meaning to the sentence which is mentioned. Now more example like Gopal wrote a beautiful poem. If we just say Gopal beautiful poem, so it does not give a proper understanding. Like a sentence is with only one word. No, means sometimes verb can be in a sentence only one, sometimes more than one or more than two also it can be. Like here we have example page 59. She spoke well in the assembly. Spoke here the verb is made of only one word here. That is a spoke. And she is speaking in the assembly. We have here is speaking. We have two words. She will be speaking in the assembly. She will be speaking. Will, be and speaking. That means more than two verbs we get in this sentence. Like for example, Gopal wrote a beautiful poem. Gopal wrote a beautiful poem. Only we have only one verb here, that is wrote. Or the carpenter is making a table. Is making. Two words we have in the sentence. And or we will be leaving for Agra tomorrow. We is the subject, then we have will, then be and leaving. No? Just the leaving also is a verb. So three verbs we have. So to say that in a sentence, it's not necessary to have only one verb. It can be more than one verb. So just to go through your lesson, you will be able to understand. Like, especially remember, without verb we cannot form a proper sentence. Like if you say she intelligent, what does to mean? It does not give a proper meaning to that. But if we say yes, the point of that say she is intelligent, means she is. Now it denotes being. Now particular girl is very intelligent. Or children in the park. What does it mean? It does not mean anything. Children if we say children play in the park, so it gives the correct. So this is here the verb plays an important part. So every sentence, remember that every sentence need to have a verb, so it gives us a complete sentence. And always remember the three things: verbs, that is doing words, the action that is done by the subject is verb, then verb to denote being, no? Is or have, somebody is or have, like the words mainly we use is, are, am, was, were, have, has, had. All these they all tell us what a person is, or somebody is, or somebody has. And finally we have the verb to show belonging or possession. Now it is something belongs to that person, or so, and has a car, means the car belongs to another. To show has, the word has shows the belongingness or the possession. And here we have, they have a big garden. So who have the big garden? They have, it belong to them. It is possessed by this people. Then the elephant has a trunk. Finally, what does the elephant has? It has a trunk. So please go through your book. Try to read many times. Try to understand. If you have any doubts, you can ask me during the class time. And please do the exercise from of the book after going through the video and after reading the lesson. And once you are ready with your book exercises, I will send it, the solved one, for you to correct. Thank you.